Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Watching the O'Reilly Auto Series race from Chicagoland. They're going to go overtime for the first time this season, ending a streak of 19 consecutive races without an overtime finish. Got Chase Elliott, Brandon Jones on the front row, Austin Hill, Jesse Love row 2, Taylor Gray, Brent Cruz row 3, Sam Mayer, Justin Allgaier row 4, and Carson Quapple and Cole Custer row 5. Taylor Gray's had the best car all night, but unfortunately he got shucked on the last race, so he got put 4 wide and fell all the way back to 7th. But it looks like his teammate Brandon Jones might have put up a challenge for Chase Elliott here for the lead here. Going to have the green flag here. 2 laps to go to the side of Chicagoland. Ooh, Austin Hill missed a shift there on the inside. Nobody's going to make a move this time on the leaders. This is just going to be a drag race in a turn 1. They're fanning out 3 wide in the middle of the top 10. Jones got the edge over Elliott as they come up for 2. Side by side for the lead. Chase Elliott on the outside, Brandon Jones on the inside. Jesse Love cuts off his teammate Austin Hill for 3rd. Jones is clear for the lead. He takes it from Chase Elliott, who picked the outside lane for the restart. White flag is in the air. Final lap at Chicagoland. Who's going to make it back around one more time at the Windy City? Brandon Jones with the mirror forward, patriotic 88 to Chase Elliott. Elliott riding the top. He cleared off the top lane, trying to get some momentum, do 1 and 2. Down the backstretch for the final time. Elliott scrapes the wall of the white wheel on the 88. Half lap to go. The side by side for 7th behind him between Sam Mayer and Cole Custer. And over to turn 3. So that's Taylor Gray in the back. Elliott one last shot on the inside. He can't get there. Off for turn 4 to the checker flag. Brandon Jones to pick up his first win of the season. He wins at Chicagoland. What a duel to the finish. Brandon Jones picks up his first win of the season with Chase Elliott 2nd, Jesse Love 3rd, Brent Cruz 4th, and Austin Hill running out of the top 5. His last win came on intermediate at Kansas last fall, and he was in the mix for Kansas this year. Unfortunately, he got a penalty, pit road penalty that took him out of the race there. That could have possibly got his first win that day. Brent Cruz went up to congratulate Brandon a little bit. Tried to anyway. Second win of the year, no, 3rd win of the year, excuse me, for Gibbs. With 3 different drivers. Williams Walsh at Rockingham and Taylor Gray at Kansas. As Brandon Jones buzzes down the start-finish line for his first win in the return to Chicagoland. Excuse me, that is official. Very deserving. Very deserving. He had a top 5 car all night. He didn't have the best car. I think his teammate Taylor had the best car. But man, Ellie he burned the right wheel off of that car. Or destroyed the left wheel of that car. But Brandon Jones picks up his first win of the season, 3rd for the organization with a 3rd different driver. I believe back-to-back on intermediate because I believe the last intermediate was Kansas. Actually, no, it was Texas. Never mind. Brandon Jones getting ready to climb out of the car to celebrate. 8th career win for Brandon Jones. Funny enough, his 4th on the intermediate. Justin Allgaier comes home 6th. Came back from a penalty. Tighten up a loose wheel, I should say, on pit road. Taylor Gray, who had the best call all night, unfortunately comes home 7th. He's going to be a little disappointed with that. Sam Mayer was 8th. Cole Custer was 9th. Great one for Cole in that 0 team. For Bobby Dotter, SS green light. Just like Kansas, another top 10. And Connor Zerchman was out of top 10. He had an eventful night. He started on the pole, led all the stage 1. Then he had a white rear tire go down. He wrecked. He had a white rear tire go down. Then he ended up wrecking off for turn 2. And then he still finished 10th. Crazy. Carson Quaplin's up 11th. Nick Sanchez 12th. Came back from a lap down because the NASCAR scored him a lap down on accident. So he comes home 12th. Great one for Sanchez. He'll be in the car for the next 2 races at Atlanta and Indy. Carson Quapple is final race in the 9 car. Unfortunately, the streak ends. He had a streak of 6 straight top 10 finishes. He unfortunately comes home 11th. He'll be back in the 1 car for the rest of the season now. Starting at Atlanta, it was his final race in the 9 car. And get the rest of the running order here. Sammy Smith 13th, Parker Russell 14th, Harrison Burton 15th, Jordan Creed 16th, Dean Thompson 17th, Garrett Smithley 18th. Great top 21 for that Young's Motorsports 42 team. Hey, Brandon did the bow. Cool. I missed that. I missed that. Brandon Jones did the bow. Honoring Kyle Busch. How about that? Corey Day 19th, Jeb Burton 20th. I don't know what happened to Corey Day. He was up in the top 10 for most of the night. He was high as like a top 5. I don't know what happened to Corey Day there. Leland Herman Jr. 21st, Ryan Ellis 22nd, Maya Snyder 23rd, Roger Cruz 24th, Brendan Poole 25th, Anthony Alfaro 26th, Patrick Stoppoli 27th, LeVar Scott 28th, William Sawash 29th. Roger Cruz will be back in the 88 car next week in Atlanta. Then Chase Elliott will be back behind the wheel of the 88 at Indy at least. So far as I know. Kyle Seek 30th, he brought out the last caution with Patrick Stoppoli. Ryan Seek 31st, Blaine Perkins 32nd, Tyler Tomasi 33rd, Jerry Gates 34th, Jimmy Clemens 35th, Josh Blicky 36th, JGA 37th, and Dawson Cram runs out of the 38 car field. Piku coming up to congratulate Brandon. Sam McCauley gets his 3rd career win as a crew chief. Got his first 2 last year, Brandon Jones, at Darlington and Kansas, which are 2 of Brandon's best tracks. Had a 4-hour rain delay, but it was worth it. Surprised I got the race in tonight. That'll be tomorrow morning or sometime before I get the O'Reilly cars on track. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning by the time this is by the time I'm recording this. This was the pass for the win. Brandon Jones gets by Chase Elliott in 3 and 4, come to the white flag. He cleared him right there. On the previous restart, it looked like he was going to duke it out, have a little duel there between Jones and Elliott. It seemed like Brandon had a better car on the short run, and Chase was a little better on the long run. But just seemed like Taylor had the best car. It wasn't even close. Taylor had the best car. This was his race, but like I said, he got put 4 wide on that restart. It's Brandon's, I think, girlfriend. Chase Elliott coming home second. He had the second best car, I believe, right behind Taylor. Jesse Love went up to congratulate him. No, not to congratulate him. Give him a fist bump. I see Jesse's dad hugging him in the background. Chase is going to be a little upset on that last restart. He had the lead. He chose the outside lane thinking that he could get a 1, but the RCR cars didn't even get going. On that restart. They both kind of stalled out. And then Jones just had the preferred lane on the bottom. And that was all she wrote. The only reason Brandon won was because he was on the bottom. On the restart, bottom and just straight up, bottom lane's the fast way to go. Marty Lindley coming up to Chase and give him a little fist bump. A for effort. It came down to a 2-lap shootout for the first time in overtime for the O'Reilly twos this year. But it was worth the wait. 4.5 hours of a rain delay. Thunderstorm warnings and all that. Flood watch and all that. And got to see Brandon Jones pick up his first win of the season, 8th of his career, at NASCAR O'Reilly Airport Series return to Chicagoland. And that's going to do it for me, y'all. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share the video, ring the bell so you can notify our upload. Congratulations to Brandon Jones, pick up the win, going to his home track next week at Atlanta for some Saturday night racing. Looking forward to it. Atlanta put on a good show this year with Shody Creek picking up his first career win. We'll see if Creed can get the broom and sweep Atlanta this year. Alright guys, catch you on the next one. See ya.